afternoon, hello, whatever time you're watching this, and welcome back to the Witching Forecast with myself, Laura Daligan. Let's move that wire out the way. And I hope you're having a fabulous day, whenever you're watching this. And this is our weekly witching forecast to tune into the energies of the week. So I always pull tarot cards for the week and an oracle card for the week, and then we go through all the star signs, starting with the one we're in now, which is Cancer, and we go around with a card for each star sign and look at the energies of everybody this week. So, hi there, Lou. Hello, beautiful. Hope you're doing really well. The way this video works is we'll go a little bit into the astrology as well of the week, because I can tell you what, I feel like I'm going in a weird. I feel like I've not woken up today. I feel like I'm in a funny swimming tunnel dream. I don't know if you guys feel the same. And then I was thinking we've got Mercury, the planet of communication, in retrograde in a water sign. And then you've got Neptune, the deep dreamer, the intuition and that sense of inspiration and wisdom, also in retrograde in a water sign. So you've got two quite epic retrogrades going on, and they're going into two water signs having retrograde. So it's quite an epic time to try and focus and move forward. It's more the time really to stop, to kind of just be, to kind of relax, to be in the moment. And our lives really don't often allow us to do that. So it's definitely more of a time of just allowing ourselves to go deep within and tune into how we're feeling. Because it's literally been like swimming today in a very, not stressful really, unless you're trying to get things done, which I have been kind of trying to get things done, but just kind of like, oh my gosh, if you've been feeling the same, do let me know. I'll be really curious to know how you're feeling, especially, I mean, it may also be the fact that we've had these eclipses over the last few weeks. Saturday night was the last eclipse of this little sandwich. They come in threes, so like a little eclipse sandwich. And that was the last one of this little season. So we may be feeling totally discombobulated and out of sync because we've been really thrown about through that eclipse season. So hi there, Samantha. Hi there, LJ, Debbie, Julie, Luce, Simeon, and more. Hello, good afternoon. And I hope you're feeling really, really well. Betty, absolutely. Where's Cobby? That's a very good question. I think he's out wandering. It's a bit sunny today, so he is out wandering. He was here a minute ago, just before. I thought, great, we can all hang out together. But no, he'll be back, I'm sure, before the end of the show. Hello Amy, hello everybody. And Lucy says she's feeling emotional. Waves are plenty. Absolutely, I'm just bobbing around on these kind of waves today. But maybe you're not feeling that. That's absolutely fine. I'm just curious if you guys are feeling this energy at the moment. Amy says she's just tired, washed out, feel daydream world, happy in the bubble. Yeah, I totally get that. And Lucy's feeling the same. I'm kind of glad it's not just me. It just feels so intense, and I am exhausted. It's been an amazing weekend with the Rooted and Wild Festival that we were doing online. You can go and look at that still. There's still lots of workshops for free for people to look at if they want to. So it's been a full-on weekend, but I'm excessively like, whoa. And I'm glad it's not just me. So, okay, let's do what we came here to do, guys, and chat away. Let me know how you guys are doing. So the week from the 6th to the 12th of July is what we're looking at today. And I just feel that, like, Mercury retrograde in Cancer, Neptune retrograde also in a water sign. We're just kind of being drawn into these deep places. So it's really important to allow that to happen and not to fight against it too much. I mean, sometimes we do have to fight against it a bit just to get on with life. But I feel like if you get the chance in the day to go with that flow and to allow whatever gift of this moment is coming up, that would be probably the best. So, what cards to use today? Right, let's have a little look and see. And Ulrika says it's raining in the north of Sweden today. Is it raining with you guys? We've had like a whole week of rain. Last week it felt like completely autumnal, but now we're back in the sunshine, I think, at the moment. Shall we go with the Wildwood Tarot for our card of the week? I know Luce will be happy with that one. And we'll do the Wildwood Tarot for the card for the week for 6th to the 12th of July. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, card for the week, for this week, energy. Whoa. Anyone in my tarot group who's watching this, the Guardian, the Devil card, traditionally. So this is the card that I've been talking a lot about over the last week, possibly overly talking about, because I think it's really a fascinating card. And I love it in this deck as well, because you've got this this ancestral skeleton, this huge, either, you know, bear-like skeleton, sort of half bear, half man kind of feeling, in guarding the way of the burial mound. So you've got this sense of this huge ancestral being guarding and guardian of this place, guarding the way into the burial mound. So what are we thinking with this? Well, ooh, big stuff. This is huge stuff. I think I might have a big sip of coffee because my brain is too mushy for all of this big stuff today. So we're being looked at the shadows. We're looking at the shadows. We know that. We can feel that energetically. We've got so much going on as a species possibly right now. We're in the midst of our shadow work of looking at the depths, looking at what goes on beneath, what lies beneath the surface. Are there things we've pushed down? Are there things that we have kind of felt guilty about, felt shame about, felt that aren't us? Have the things been coming up recently through these eclipses? I think this is very linked to the eclipse season. Have things been coming up which have really challenged us to be very brave, courageous, to step through those fears and move forwards? This character is actually, okay, so imagine if you were going through some kind of healing. If there was something you'd pushed away or didn't want to deal with, your mind might create like a guardian that could be a monster or something scary, so you don't go there. And this is the part where you are now ready to go there, because you face this guardian, you're facing the guardian, you're coming up to the guardian of the gates. And you know what? If you don't feel ready to take on whatever inner work needs doing now, it is okay to say, I see you. I can't do this right now. I will be back when I'm ready. And that is okay, because you're facing it, you're not pushing it away, and you're being really honest and saying, I can't do that work right now. I can't face that wound. I can't go there in my mind. I can't face the fact that I have these things going on right now. But if you can approach this character and say, I'm ready, let's see how things transform. I'm going to pull another card to see how things transform. Then I'm going to go into the meanings of this, but I do go on about this card a lot at the moment because I think it's very relevant for our psyche. So if we do take that step through, face the guardian. Oh, look at this one. Look what we have. We go in there and we are protected. We have the safe space to heal anything. We are given refuge. We are given a place to be. So if we have to face anything at the moment, we are kind of being looked after, whether that will be, that life will get a bit more simple, or you feel there's going to be help coming through for you. I feel like if you are able right now to take on a challenge within yourself, to face something that maybe we've been putting off for a while, to do that work. When I say shadow work, it's just really the stuff that we know creates maybe negative patterns with us, the stuff that we know that we do that maybe stems from very young, or stems from a time in our life that's was challenging. And we all have it. It's just a thing. We all have that shadow, and especially with the culture that we have had for the last few hundred years, sometimes we push back repression for certain things, for desire, for things we truly want. We can push those in the shadow as well. We can feel like we don't deserve the things we truly want, and then we kind of push them back there. And the backpack's full, and it's saying, right, you're going to unpack it now. You're going to face it. And if you do, then there is a sense of, I love this. It's just such a beautiful sense of protection, of a soothing energy of feeling that you can be yourself. Like with the deer there, deers represent the strength and the beauty of vulnerability, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This could be an amazing week to kind of really revisit your inner child, to visit that part of you that needs love and affection, and giving a big hug, because this is about letting you know that you're safe to do this. So everyone could possibly do with going into a journey of meditation and giving their younger self a huge love, a huge hug, and telling them that they are loved, they are safe, and they are okay. And I feel like if you can do that this week, if you can find that in a sanctuary, I think, if you can find that sanctuary, you go past what's sort of scary or what seems to be overwhelming. And the minute you do that, you find a sense of peace and a sense of harmony and innocence in a way. I do feel the need to pull one more card for this book. I just think it's really big. And I will go back to the Guardian for a second. look what we get. I felt this was like a journey reading. I didn't think it was just finishing. I felt like it was going. I only normally do one card for the week for everybody, and then go into the star signs. But I really felt this was kind of needed, because this feels like a big week when you get the Guardian turning up at the beginning. So you've got 2 major arcana cards, and in the middle, I need another hand. In the middle, you have the beauty of protection. Look at those 3. So you've got the Guardian, who will scare us, who will make us feel like, I don't want to look at that. You know, this is too scary. But you can maybe put up the courage to walk through a little bit, and maybe ask a friend to help, or, you know, do it in a safe environment. You face anything that's been holding you back. You're protected, you are safe, you're able to be vulnerable and loving to your inner self, to your inner vulnerability, and you come out with the sun. The sun is success. It's the shining soul, the shining heart. There's no fear there, because you've been through it all, you've experienced. You've got the white horse of freedom taking you up for a new day. This is bliss and harmony and success and living your life to your fullest. So this is actually amazing this week. The energy of what's possible this week, though it may not be okay, one of those weeks where you just get on with life. It's like, this is big, 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 big stuff. We're past the summer solstice here in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. We're in that shadow of those eclipses and the big full moon, and we're in this place of absolute deep work. So much can be done of reclaiming your power, your beauty, your innocence, and walking your path this week. So this one, the Guardian, often is the devil. So that was the first one we pulled. It can show you a reflection of the things that maybe we don't want to see. If we are in a relationship that's not right for us, we might see it. If we're doing things that aren't right for us, we might see it. You get the picture. Those things we know anyway. You're drinking too much, we're doing this, we're avoiding this. Boom, here he is going, hi. Maybe ask him a question. If you can take this visual and just ask the Guardian a question about what you need to know right now, that could even be a starting point. So really strong stuff. Really, I'm going to leave these out because I might want to pull them up throughout the show. And then I'm going to do I'll say hello to everybody as well. So Anna, hello. I know you saw yours there, and it was very hot in Italy as well. Lucia's saying this has been her day so far as well. And it's amazing stuff. It's amazing stuff that's coming up here. Okay, we're going to do a Spirit of the Animals Oracle. I forgot what the deck was called then. And then we're going to go through each star sign, starting with Cancer. And we're going to go through the wheel of the year and give everybody a card for the week. So this is for everyone still for this week. I'm like, what animal guide is going to help us do this one? Oh, look. Oh, sorry, I'm just being uber cute today. But look. Sea turtle, protection. That card, protection. Double protection. So what I'm just feeling is, yes, maybe ask those guides that you connect with, whatever they are, whatever it is for you, whatever path you follow. If there's something there which helps you go, I feel safe now and protected, call it in this week, because you are given this place of safety to go on this journey. I love, look, it's so beautiful. I love the sea turtle. I love the, sorry, stop being a squishy person, Laura. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Brilliant. I love it. Perfect. So you have everything you need to be protected and happy. And look at that. You know, I mentioned at the beginning of the segment that we are having 2 planets retrograde in water signs. So we're kind of in that depth, you know, it's going in that flow rather than trying to fight against the flow. And I love, you know, and turtles have everything they need in their back. They travel all over the world and they have everything they need. The sense of freedom, safety, and being abundant is all there for them. So what a set of cards. This is for everybody. So what a set of cards for us to start in double protection there with the 4 of Stones. So, you know, we sort of said this again about the burial mound. Well, this one is also a quoit, which is traditionally where people were buried as well. So you've still got this sense of being protected there and having that underworld journey still going on, that inner underworld journey, but being able and safe to be vulnerable and open. it's like I like that. I like it with the turtle as well, because the turtle's got that hard shell but a soft as well, so you've got that protection so that you can be gentle and vulnerable. Absolutely loving these cards this week. So I thought what we could do for everyone's cards is to work with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, because they are just super cute and I really like them. So I'm glad this is making Lucy's day. That makes me happy. And hi there, Mikey, as well. So let's keep moving forward. So we're going to start with everyone's readings for, again, as I always say every week, if we you can check your sun sign, which is of course based on the date that you're born in, so April the 10th here, I'm in Aries, etc. Your rising sign, which is your ascendant. So if you look at your birth chart, you'll find all of this, and your moon sign. They're the three biggies that really are personal to you and how you are. Flying out of the deck. Right, let's keep going. Let's move forward with our lovely Cancerians, starting off with you guys for the week ahead. What's coming in for you, Team Cancer? Oh, that's nice. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so cutesy today. I just obviously am. What's the visions? It's 2 of Cups. So this is a beautiful connection, a beautiful friendship, a beautiful relationship, a beautiful 2 visions is the heart. It's the vision of life, of how you'd like it to be. The red and the white, the life flow moving between. And I like this, it's 2 women in this, so it can be any kind of relationship, whatever is going on. Because often the tarot depicts it as male-female, which is also lovely, and polarity and awesome, but it's nice to see some decks kind of going with different paths there. And yeah, absolute beautiful bond and connection. So this is a romantic week for the Cancerians. It's a beautiful soul-felt friendship week for Cancerians, and a chance to really feel that emotional bond. So with those planets going retrograde in water, maybe go into your own inner joy, connect with those people that really resonate with your heart, just be in the moment, enjoy that deep connection. It's so lovely and romantic, and a connection is blessed this week. A romantic connection or a relationship is blessed this week for our lovely Cancerians. So it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be an amazing friendship, it can be a soul connection. You can just really feel that deep love and kinship with somebody. That is the feeling of this week. Okay, good week for kind of just heart to heart. All right then, moving forward, we have Mickey's a Cancer, so that's your one for the week. And then we're going through to Leos. Let's have a little look. Leos for the week. Your card for the week for Leo. Oh, lovely. You've got Moonlight here. And you've got the moon hairs, and I like how this deck has changed the moon to moonlight. So you have this sort of hair running in the background, and one staring at the pool, and all the sort of spirit hairs are kind of dancing around the moon. A sense of reflection there is coming really beautiful. With the moon, we trust our intuition. We trust the magic of the night. Like a song's going to come on there. We trust the magic of the unconscious. We go, maybe for Leos who are ruled by the sun, this is going into their inner world rather than their outer world this week. And the things that maybe don't feel quite as clear to them are where the bliss is. So follow, especially with that full moon we've had this weekend, follow that romantic energy, follow that intuitive energy, follow your creative vision this week. Now, the moon traditionally has a lot of other connotations, but with this one, I just really see the inspiration and the magic of the moonlight and the nighttime and the inner self and the magic of that. And also with the whole Neptune retrograde vibe, this is kind of going into that dream, but also being aware, Leos, as a feeling there is be aware of what is real and what is not real when it's important. You know, if it's a really important thing, just kind of have that, bring those dreams into check and go, is that actually real? Am I thinking something that is, going to help me, or is it not really helping me? But allow daydreams and magic to inspire you and help you create this week. So that's lovely. That's gorgeous. Okay, so moving through to Virgo. So LJ's there saying Virgo. Yes. Moving through to Virgo's card for the week. Okay, what is the card for the week for Team Virgo? Okay. Oh, nice. So, traditionally this one's called Temperance. And that's a gorgeous card. It feels very Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? Kind of when you get all the hobbits, even at the beginning of the Hobbit movies when they're going into the deep. And a little bit of like Wayland Smithy and all of those beautiful energies, and a lot of myths where they kind of, the Norse myths where the dwarves forge these amazing magical tools. So this is about he's creating this magical sword there. This is a creative week for you Virgos, and as earth signs this seems an extra apt kind of temperance card. Usually it's very water based. I mean, you have got the water and the fire there, and it is creating alchemy between that and bringing it into the earth. So this is a week of inner alchemy, of creating. Maybe you've actually mastered a few things this week. Maybe the chemistry just feels right for you to create. Doesn't mean you have to paint a picture, though obviously I'm always happy if everyone paints pictures. But it can be creating a new life structure. It can be creating a new vision of how you're going to move forward. This is about you and how you see your life moving forward. And miracles can happen this week because the energy of the Temperance card is going within and finding out who you really are and being able to move your life forward through that vision. And you're doing that. So whatever you're creating and whatever you're focusing on this week, Temperance, of course, means no rush. Like everything like these sort of, you can't rush creating these magical tools. It takes time. So take time. Don't be just, what's the point? Don't try and do it all in 10 minutes. Merge this energy, like balance and create something really wonderful at the moment. It can be a really powerful time. And Temperance is one of the big major arcana cards for turning points in your life. So you've kind of achieved something and you're able to then to move forward with that. So I'm asked, what deck am I using? It's I'll show you the cover actually, the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. This is the last deck that I bought, and pretty much this is Lucian's fault who's watching. Pretty much everybody on my tarot group has now bought this deck, and everyone I talk to and show them to has now bought this deck because it's just so lovely. It's such a nice deck, but it's not like the traditional cards. It has changed a lot from the traditional cards, and sometimes I kind of go when things are changed from the traditional cards too much, but these are there's such a good purpose for why they're changed. They're really beautiful. Okay, right, moving forward we have our lovely Librans, and yeah, so Tony's cusp between Leo and Virgo, so he loves both of those. Brilliant. I'm glad. Yeah, they were nice. They were nice. And two major arcana cards for you both, for you, Tony, as well, being cusp between Leo and Virgo. So a big week. Libra. Let's have a look for Libra. Oh, okay. You know, I never leave you on a miserable card. No, it's just not my style. And there's no such thing as a miserable card. You know, you can always turn it around. And you are turning it around, as I say. This is looking nice. Okay. 10 of Challenges. It's a 10 of Swords. Anyone knows a tarot goes, woohoo, 10 of Swords. No, he's saying, I'm tired, I'm done in, I'm a bit lost, not quite sure where I'm going. But his horse is okay. His horse is eating, and the horse represents kind of the soul journey. And the kind of the mental part is the brain. With the Challenges is saying, I cannot do this right now. This feels exhausting. I am stuck. I've been wondering how long, and I don't know what I can do. My sword's broken. You know, he might be a bit wounded, a bit of rust or blood on his armour. So we get the picture. He's feeling a bit stuck. And the 10 of Challenges says that accept what's gone, accept what, you know, you can't get back what's done. What you can do is change your thoughts. Because if we go from the thinking brain to the heart, to the vision, if you try and move forward from a mental process this week, you might end up exhausting yourself. But if you go through with the 9 of Cups, 9 of Visions, throw the coin to the well, make a wish, see your life turn around. This is a beautiful card of visions and dreams and wishes and hopes. So something has finished, something is over. Don't overanalyze it, don't over worry about it. Whatever has finished has made way for you to be much more emotionally free. So this is a blessing, but we often, as humans, don't like to stop. We like to keep going until we're absolutely knackered and exhausted and lost and going, I'm still going to keep going. Well, this card's saying, stop, it's done. And you can change your thoughts. If things seem overwhelming, could it be that you're thinking in a certain way that's perpetuating negativity in your own life, like I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I've made a mess, those kind of talks. If you change that around, really look at different perspectives of things, and then going from the heart and go, what would make my soul happy? Where do I dream to be at the moment? There's so much positivity coming from this. Nine of Cups is one of the loveliest cards of the deck. Ten of Swords, one of the not so great ones. But it's about a change of perception, and you're able to make that change this week. So, good. Okay, let's move on to our Scorpios. Hi there, Team Scorpio, Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. What's going on for our Scorpios today? Nine of Spells. I like this one. This is really nice. So spells in this deck are the wands. So they're all about action and passion and power and movement. And they're ruled by fire. And you Scorpios are co-ruled by Mars, so your side of fire. This feels very Scorpio because you kind of got that Pluto dark side in a great way, that kind of magic, that deep, that power, and you're kind of going into the woods. So I kind of feel drawn to this card again. You're kind of going into that challenge, but you've got that protective circle around you, and in that protective circle, protective energy is the word of the week, really. There is just magic and possibility, the things you can create. So there's always little eyes there in the crowd, and in the trees. And you are in a place of just such power. Use your skills to transform this week. You're winning, you're on top, you're making things happen. Yes, there's challenges, but you are owning them this week, Scorpio. It's a good week for magic, personal growth, personal development, reassessing where you are, reassessing if what you're doing is fulfilling you or do you need to make some changes. You're almost at a goal, but make sure you're not taking on way too much right now. Enjoy the magic of this week. There is a delicious sense of deep alchemy, like deep change, deep shifts that can be created this week. So allow your magic to come out and play this week. Don't play small. Be you. Show what you got. But because you're kind of in the woods at night, there's something about just, this is not about telling everybody. When I say show everyone what you've got, I don't mean telling everybody, hey, I do this. It's about just doing it, doing that work. Do that powerful work this week, Scorpio, and you can create something really magical. I feel like you can succeed. You're on top. It could just be like you might feel like you're doing it all on your own at the moment, but you are this close to some really great success. Okay, and Nicola, who says she's a Scorpio, I think says just started working with the Morrigan, so seems very apt. Couldn't be more apt, I'd say, in this deck. Couldn't be more apt for what I was saying. Going into those dark, powerful places, being able to be protected by magic and wonder. Thank you. No, thank you for getting involved. So we are going to come through to the rest of the star signs. We are on Sagittarius now. So still to come is Sagittarius, is Capricorn, is Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. So let's have, and Taurus, and Gemini. I got to my own star sign and stopped. So Aries of me. Let's have a little look and see. So we've got Sagittarius. Honestly, my brain is like in a bubble of strange today. Not a bad bubble, just not a very useful bubble. Let's have a look. Sagittarius, for this week, what's coming up for you? I'm just laughing at this card earlier. Not laughing at it, but just I've been talking about this card a lot as well this week, the Judgment card. I did pull two accidentally, and they're two major arcana cards, Sagittarius. So, the Council of Animals. Now, this is a Judgment card officially, and I was sort of saying in the tarot group how judgment isn't about being judged. Apart from in this deck, look how judged you're being right now. Like, you're being, those animals are going. And I think if anyone has a right to be judgy, it's the animals with people. I totally do feel if anyone has a right to do that, it's them. So, look at their faces. They're just so cute. But they're stopping you in your tracks, Sagittarius, to ask you all these questions. So, you've got all of these animals there. The fox, the owl, the hawk, the bat, the squirrel, the raven, the hare, the hedgehog, the badger, the deer, and the bear. I've said the bear several times. Anyway, and they're each asking you, a question about where you are right now, relating to their power and their energy. And they're just stopping you, not to kind of pass judgment, though some of them do look a bit judgy. Joking, I just find it really sweet. To pass judgment and to ask you, what's going on right now? Where are you at? So you are being stopped this week, Sagittarius. You are but in the best possible way, because each of these animals will be representing a different part of your path, your soul, your journey, and they're stopping you on your tracks to go, let's have a reset. How are you doing here? What's happening? Where are you not being the best? Where are you being amazing? Where are you undervaluing yourself? You know, when it's about judgment, I think the worst thing a lot of people do is they undervalue themselves and they don't take care of themselves. They don't look at the treasure inside. And these animals are really helping us to, from all different angles, look at that beauty and that treasure. So it's an amazing card. But then also the oldest one, traditionally the Hierophant, is ancient you. But you've got the owl in there as well. So the owl that's in this card is also here. So the owl could very much be your totem for the week, Sagittarius. But this oldest one is about wise counsel. So I do feel like you Saggies are going through some powerful shifting time. I know we all are, but this is about powerful questioning and self-questioning, but knowing that you have the support of grandmother you, great grandmother you, and also you have the kind of the bit of the tough love of the animals this week really as well. So big week, you're being stopped in the road to go, what are you doing? But you have all the support in the world to help you grow, move forward, and make the right decisions. So powerful stuff for Saggies. And Debbie says, yep, Saggy person, I know where. Yeah, she knows what's going on. So let's have a look and move forward to Capricorn and see what's coming up for Team Capricorn today. Okay. Those Capricorns out there. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look, I want to dance with the bears. Why aren't I Capricorn? So you had Judgy Bear before in the Judgment card. Now you've got Dancy Bears. The Three of Visions, the Three of Cups is abundance, is fun, is joy. Like, look at the joy these guys are having. If you saw that when you were going in for a walk in the woods, you'd just be like, yes, please, I'm going to dance with the bears. So this is absolute fun, joy, abundance. This card is celebrate, Capricorns, enjoy, have fun, let the good times in. Don't deny the good times, have fun, celebrate, go out with your friends if you can at the moment, be with those that you are like-minded with. You've got the water flowing there, there's sort of just abundance of life and flow. Fruits, there's plenty, you have more than enough. Enjoy, celebrate. We often feel like we have to be doing all this really hard work all the time. Sometimes the magic is in the celebrations, in the joy and the appreciating life. So moving towards Aquarius. See how could you see my brain just trying to work there? Moving towards Aquarius. Let's have a look and see what card is coming through for you guys this week for Aquarius. Oh, lovely. The Keeper of Visions, which is the King of Cups. How nice. I love how dreamy this is. Like, you've got the salmon of wisdom diving into the water. So deep emotional stuff this week. Again, going back to all of this watery retrograde energy. If we fight against it, we're going to get a headache. If we go with the flow, we were able to dive deep into our own wisdom, deep into our own creativity, deep into... You're able to access your emotions, access your heart. It's a very loving week for Aquarians. You're able to be, and it could be a great musical week, a great creative week. It could be a wonderful week to find the treasures of the heart. Take it easy. There's no rush here with this. But you've got the salmon of wisdom's gone in there to get the hazelnut, which was like in the Druid lore. This is the way that the wisdom is passed on, and the treasures are found from going within, the treasures are found from diving deep, and the treasures are found from dancing within the magic of the heart this week, Aquarius. So that's not a bad way to spend your week, I'd say. And now we have our lovely Pisces friends. So again, just keep track on your rising and moon signs if you can, if you know them. Okay, moving to Pisces. Let's have a look. Two came out. I did try to just pull one, but two came out. Again, the same as, was it Virgo that had, Virgo, I think Virgo had this. I think it was. For Pisces. Was it Virgo? Because that would be good if it was, because you've got the opposites there. You have the Pisces and Virgo on the wheel of the year are opposites. So I think it was, and you have the same energy the digging deep to create some magic. So Pisces, this is a beautiful week to work on your projects, your dreams, your goals, to work on them. You don't have to do them all. You can just add some magic to something you've got stirring on the pot at the moment. That could be really practical. That could be you've got a creative project going on, you're cooking something, you're growing your garden, you're painting something, and this is a great week to throw some of the magic in there and move things forward and see some great alchemy happening. It could also be a week for you where you are learning how to move forward, learning how to communicate, learning how to share things. This is about learning how to deal with things as well emotionally. This is such a strong time for you. It's such a big processing time. It could be a healing time, but if it is a healing time, you're on the way up, like it's coming out the other side. I think just immerse in what you enjoy this week. Immerse in what feeds you, what nurtures you, the magic that helps you create. In the Thoth deck, it's called the Art card, and there's a healer card in the Druidcraft around this. So it's the forge in this. You're forging something, you're creating, you're healing, and you're creating art there in some way. And you also had the little child going for the gingerbread house this week as well. So this is about testing out new areas, testing out new energies. It's about, again, it's a very earthy week for you. So it's about taking a step forward in the direction that you would like to, maybe with your work or your plans and your dreams. But with the Temperance card, no rushing, just taking a step and seeing how it feels. Okay, that was for Pisces this week, and we're going to move forward now to Aries. Let's have a look what Team Aries have in store for this week. Team Aries. Whoa. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm happy because it's one of my favourite cards. Yeah. Woohoo. Okay, so the Weaver of Spells. Spells is fire, Weaver is queen, the queen of fire for the Aries this week. Look at her go. And it's lovely because she's like dancing with the fire, but creating magic in all that she does, with her movement, with her actions, with just how she's feeling about herself and feeling about life. You don't actually have to do anything, you know, I must do this. It's just by being, and by being in your flow this week, you're able to create absolute beauty and magic. So with the Weavers, they are the watery aspects of the elements, so the queens are the watery aspects of each element. And it almost looks like she's a bit of a mermaid, doesn't it? As well as a fire keeper, she's a little bit mermaid-like as well. So I adore this card. Dancing your magic, dancing your energy. You're creating absolute wonder this week through the dance of your own creativity. So don't conform to things that don't suit you, because even if it feels like a good idea mentally, I ought to do that, and it ain't gonna work. If you let this spark fly and flow with you, you'll create wonderful things this week. As an Aries, I'm very happy with my reading for myself. See you later. No, I'm joking. Moving forward to our divine, lovely Taurians this week. Let's have a little look and see what's coming up for Team Taurus. Team Taurus for the week ahead. Again, Taurus rising, Taurus moon. This is for you guys as well as the Taurus sun. I shuffled super well. You all saw me shuffle, didn't you? I shuffled super well. So yeah, you are in that energy as well. Next star sign along, and the same energy for the Taurians. This is a time for creating. So as earth signs, this is sometimes kind of challenging to kind of go through that sense of something that kind of, okay, we're going to make changes, things are going to shift, things are going to change, and it can be a bit intimidating. But this week you're kind of doing it with passion. There's a passion around you. There's a sense of, if you just follow your heart, then absolute magic is going to follow. Again, so it's fire and water, and you know, let's look at what's nice with fire and water. It's like a tea and biscuits, isn't it? Warm water and a bicky is earth. I don't know, that's how I'm seeing my elements mixed at the moment. There's probably a really more romantic way. Okay, more romantic way of seeing fire, earth and water is a beach. So you've got the sand, you've got the water, and you've got the sun. So a warm day at the beach, that's the kind of feeling. And if you're feeling cold as well, tea and bicky is also a way of feeling fire, water and earth together. But it's just a fun way of seeing the elements that way sometimes. But this is the energy of earth, you, fire, sun, water, flowing, combined. It's so much fun for you guys this week. So enjoy that energy. Have a bicky maybe as well. You know, why not? Okay, to our last sign of the week. We are going to our lovely, lovely, lovely Geminis, and see what's in store for Team Gemini. Did you see that? That's literally like an arrow flew across there. So I'm having this as an extra one for Geminis. I'm going to pull another card, but this one was an extra, like an arrow flew out that way. And again, it is the 9 of Visions, 9 of Cups. And because it is the wish card and it flew out, Geminis, make a wish. Go and wish at the moon. Throw a coin in the well. Do whatever, burn a candle. How you like to make a wish, doesn't matter. Make it, because that flew out for you guys this week. Make a wish. And the other card for you, Cobby's coming now. Is he going to come for the end of the show? I'm not sure or not. He's you want to come back, Cobby? Everyone's missing you, Cobber. Everyone's missing you. They're going, where's Cobby? And then he's being all cat-like and going, and your fans are missing you, Cobby. Anyway, Gemini. Sorry, I'm distracted by the cats as usual. Come here. So Gemini's card for the week is only my favourite card. Like really. You have got, this is just why I bought this deck. Seeing this card is why I bought this deck. Look at it. Look, I love the white heart so much. Here he is. He's come to see his fans. Come here, boo. Come on, come and see everybody before we go. There we go. I told you Cobby couldn't resist. There you go, Cobb Cam. There we go. He couldn't resist, basically. So again, this is the reason that I bought this deck, because it's just so beautiful. And you've got the white heart there, and the white heart is the Fool. The white heart is the Fool. The white heart is the beginning of the journey. It's the new start and the new energy around. So this is a bright, bright, bright feeling of you guys are in a new journey. You guys, look, look at you guys. You've got something really nice. This is such a beautiful combination. Make the wish, okay? Make as you wish. And know that you're in a new cycle now. You're in a new cycle. Maybe, you know, I know Mercury's not going to go direct just yet, but it can't be that long, can it? And this is about a new cycle, a new energy coming in. Sorry, the wrong card there. New cycle, new start. Follow the white heart. The white heart is the totem for you guys right now, inviting you on a new journey, inviting you on a new adventure. And what's been holding you back in the past will not have sway over you anymore, because you're going on your brand new, wonderful adventure. So what a lovely card for you guys. So that's been quite a powerful lot of cards. So back to the beginning a second, and we can look at the card for the week was the Guardian. So the Guardian card there, being maybe quite challenged this week to kind of face something or go within and dealing with stuff that's maybe, you know, not the easiest stuff on the outside. But on the inside, once you've kind of got through there, you're in a space of love, of nurturing, of protection, of being able to be vulnerable, of being able to follow your heart. And then you come out with the sun, magic, beautiful, really wise and just full of bliss, basically. So that's a nice reading, and helped by the sea turtle, who's helping you, guide you through. So what a lovely set of cards. So hopefully even the guys, we've all got fairly good cards. Even got the 10 of Swords. We fixed it pretty easy. So thank you for watching. I'm going to pop over to Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube later, every Monday evening, also there will be a Instagram meditation between 5 and 5:30, but today it's between 5:30 and 6. And I'm going to do that in just a second. If you are guys on Instagram, do pop over. And then Andrew's asked, can Cobby read tarot? Well, he would say yes, he can read tarot. He sits on cards. If we come over for readings, he usually sits on the cards, and we call that a blessing, you know, like he'll sit on them. And like people will either like it or not, but I always say, look, it's a blessing, he's sitting on your card, he's blessing your reading. I think it's always a good sign, you know, that happens. Anyway, thank you guys, thank you for being here today, and I hope you have a really good week. And I'm going to be over on Instagram in a second to do the Monday meditation, and I'll see you guys later.